My beloved child. Archangel Michael says. There is a silence around you that feels heavy, and within that silence a story is being written without your consent. Before your name reaches your ears, it is already being whispered in places you have never stood, shaped by mouths that smile in front of you and stain you behind your back. This message begins in the unseen moment where truth waits patiently while false impressions run loudly ahead. There is someone who watches your status, your progress, and your stillness, and they feel disturbed by the calm you carry. They move through spaces repeating a twisted version of your life, suggesting that you live like something less than you are, hoping the words will shrink you. They believe repetition will make their story stronger than your reality. You have not imagined the shift in how people look at you. The air around your name has been touched by intentional commentary, subtle enough to deny and sharp enough to wound. This is not coincidence, and it is not harmless talk. Type Amen 333 to receive protection over your name and peace over your spirit. The one speaking against you does not fully understand why they are doing it. Inside them is a restlessness that grows every time they see you remain steady without explanation. Your quiet endurance exposes the noise inside their own soul. They expected you to react, to defend, to fall into emotional explanations. When you did not, they felt ignored, and that silence became fuel for louder commentary. They speak because your restraint unsettles them. What they say is designed to lower your value in the eyes of others without ever confronting you directly. They hide behind jokes, indirect remarks, and repeated phrases that sound casual but carry intent. Each word is chosen to suggest, not to prove. Type Amen 444 to seal your dignity and restore your image. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says there is a shield forming around you even as the whispers increase. Not every attack is meant to destroy you, some are allowed to reveal who is standing on unstable ground. Those who listen too quickly are also being exposed. There are observers who feel the inconsistency between who you are and what is being said. They notice the gap between rumor and reality, and that gap speaks louder than defense ever could. Truth does not rush, and it does not shout. The one spreading these comments believes they are gaining influence. In reality, they are revealing insecurity and an unhealed need for control. Their words are not power, they are evidence. Type Amen 555 to activate clarity and discernment around you. You are being watched by people who matter more than you realize. They see your consistency, your effort, and the way you continue without explanation. Your life speaks even when your mouth remains closed. This season is not about correcting every lie. It is about allowing time to place weight on truth until false stories collapse under their own emptiness. Your restraint is not weakness, it is strategy. There will come a moment when the same people who repeated those comments will feel uncomfortable continuing. Not because you confronted them, but because reality no longer supports the narrative. Silence will turn into embarrassment for those who spoke carelessly. Type Amen 777 to step into honor and quiet victory. There is a deeper reason this is happening now. You are nearing a point of elevation, and not everyone can follow you there with a clean heart. Resistance often appears just before separation. The one speaking against you senses that you are moving beyond their reach. They try to anchor you with words because they cannot control your direction. Their fear disguises itself as judgment. Do not lower yourself to match their language. Every attempt to explain would only validate their need for attention. Your growth does not require permission. Type Amen 888 to receive strength without struggle. Your name will be cleared without effort from your side. Situations will naturally reveal who lived truthfully and who depended on talk. You will not need to remind anyone who you are. There is restoration happening quietly. Connections that truly align with you are being preserved, while surface-level ties are fading. This is protection, not loss. The commentary you overhear now will soon feel distant and powerless. What once felt heavy will feel irrelevant. You are outgrowing the environment that allowed such talk. Type Amen 999 to move into peace and elevation. There is also a lesson being written for those who judged too quickly. They will witness your consistency over time and feel the weight of their assumptions. Some will regret ever listening to rumors. You are not required to confront every misunderstanding. Time is confronting it on your behalf. Your patience is shaping a stronger outcome than reaction ever could. Remember this clearly. What is built on talk cannot stand against what is built on truth. You are rooted deeper than they know. Type Amen 111 to stand firm in truth and dignity. One important note must be shared at this moment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This is offered freely, without pressure, and with gratitude. As this message continues, understand that the story being told about you is losing momentum. Every day you remain steady, the narrative weakens. Every step forward makes their words smaller. Your life is moving into a phase where results will speak first. No explanation will be required. No defense will be necessary. Type Amen 1212 to receive visible favor and quiet justice. The energy around you is shifting in a way that feels subtle but powerful. What once moved freely against you is now meeting resistance it did not expect. The same words that were spoken carelessly are starting to lose their effect. You may notice moments where conversations stop when you arrive. This is not because the talk has won, but because it no longer feels safe to continue. Truth creates discomfort for those who relied on distortion. There is a growing awareness forming in the background. People are observing patterns, timelines, and behaviors without being prompted. Your consistency is quietly undoing every exaggerated statement. Type Amen 202 to activate reversal and quiet justice. The one who commented everywhere believed attention would bring them control. Instead, attention has begun to expose contradictions in their own life. What they projected onto you is circling back toward them. You are not being pulled into this battle because it is already resolving itself. The more detached you remain, the faster the imbalance corrects. Peace is your strongest position right now. Behind closed doors, doubts are forming about the story that was repeated. Some are realizing they accepted a version of you without evidence. This realization is reshaping opinions without your involvement. Type Amen 303 to strengthen your calm and authority. There is also protection over your emotional space at this time. You are being kept from reacting impulsively so that your outcome remains clean. No regret will follow this season for you. You may feel moments of loneliness as certain connections grow quiet. This silence is not rejection, it is separation from misaligned energy. What stays with you now is meant to rise with you later. The narrative is shifting from gossip to observation. People are watching instead of talking. Observation always favors truth. Type Amen 404 to receive alignment and inner peace. The one who tried to define you feels a growing loss of influence. Their words no longer create reactions, and this unsettles them deeply. Control fades when attention disappears. You are stepping into a phase where your presence speaks louder than defense. Even your silence carries weight now. This is a sign of inner authority. Some will attempt to subtly change their tone around you. They will soften their language without apology. This is their way of retreating. Type Amen 505 to seal your dignity and strength. There is nothing you need to prove in this chapter. Your life is already answering on your behalf. Momentum is shifting naturally. Those who once listened blindly are beginning to distance themselves from the source. Not out of loyalty to you, but out of self-protection. False narratives always collapse inward. You are being prepared for visibility that cannot be shaken by opinion. This preparation includes silence, patience, and restraint. These are not delays, they are fortifications. Type Amen 606 to move forward without fear. As this unfolds, your confidence will deepen quietly. Not the loud kind that seeks validation, but the grounded kind that remains steady. This confidence changes how people approach you. There will be moments when the past comments feel unreal. What once hurt will feel distant and powerless. Healing often arrives without announcement. You are being repositioned among those who see clearly. This repositioning removes you from environments fueled by talk. What replaces it will feel lighter and more stable. Type Amen 707 to welcome renewal and protection. This part of your journey is teaching you discernment. Not everyone deserves access to your story or your energy. Privacy will become your comfort. The noise is fading because it has served its purpose. It revealed who was watching you rise and who feared it. That awareness is priceless. Carry forward knowing this clearly. Your life cannot be reduced by commentary. You are moving beyond the reach of careless words. Type Amen 808 to step fully into peace and forward movement. The atmosphere around you is no longer heavy, it is observant. What once tried to press against you is now stepping back to watch. This pause is not accidental, it is necessary. You may sense that people are treating you differently now. There is more caution in their tone and more respect in their distance. Your calm has rewritten the room without effort. The one who spread the comments feels this shift deeply. They recognize that their words no longer carry weight. Influence fades when belief disappears. Type Amen 909 to confirm restoration and inner authority. You are entering a stage where your life becomes self-explanatory. No captions are required, no clarifications needed. Your consistency has become your statement. Some who once doubted you are quietly re-evaluating their assumptions. They replay moments and realize how little proof they ever had. Awareness often arrives late, but it still arrives. Your restraint has protected your future reputation. Had you reacted, the story would have continued. Because you remained still, the story ran out of breath. Type Amen 1010 to lock in peace and clarity. There is a quiet respect forming around you. Not everyone will express it openly, but it is there. People sense depth when noise no longer surrounds you. The season of defending yourself is ending. A new season of being observed with curiosity is beginning. Curiosity always leads to truth. You are no longer positioned as someone to speak about casually. Your name now carries consequence. This is earned, not given. Type Amen 1111 to receive honor and stability. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says this turning point is significant. You are learning the strength of non-engagement. This lesson will serve you for years to come. Those who once felt comfortable discussing you now feel uncertain. They hesitate, unsure if their words will be received. This hesitation is the collapse of false confidence. You may notice that opportunities feel calmer now. There is less resistance, less explanation required. Alignment creates ease. Type Amen 1212 to step fully into alignment. The past comments no longer define the present moment. They have lost relevance and direction. You are no longer in the same place energetically. There is also forgiveness forming within you, quietly. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Release is happening naturally. Your growth has outpaced the version of you they tried to describe. They spoke about someone who no longer exists. That version has already moved on. Type Amen 1313 to complete emotional release. You are becoming selective with your energy now. Not withdrawn, but intentional. This protects what is growing within you. Silence has refined your strength. You now know when to speak and when not to. That discernment is power. The story that once followed you is dissolving. What remains is your presence and your progress. Nothing else matters. Type Amen 1414 to affirm peace and forward momentum. This chapter is closing without drama. No confrontation, no explanation, no noise. Just resolution. The space you are entering now feels different from before. It is calmer, clearer, and free from the pressure of being misunderstood. This calm is earned, not accidental. What once tried to define you from the outside can no longer reach you. You have moved beyond the range of careless opinions. Distance has become your protection. People are now watching your actions instead of repeating old words. They see progress unfolding without announcement. Results are beginning to replace rumors. Type Amen 1515 to seal forward movement and favor. The one who spoke against you feels left behind. They sense that the season where their voice mattered has ended. Silence now answers where they once spoke. You are no longer emotionally available to energy that drains you. Your focus has shifted toward stability and purpose. This shift is visible even when you say nothing. There is strength in how unbothered you have become. Not numb, but grounded. Grounded people cannot be shaken easily. Type Amen 1616 to strengthen inner stability. My beloved child. Archangel Michael says. You are being elevated quietly. This elevation does not need applause to be real. It is happening in alignment, not noise. Some will try to reconnect as if nothing happened. They will act casual, avoiding the past. You will respond with calm clarity, not bitterness. This chapter has refined your discernment. You now recognize energy before words are spoken. That awareness will guide you forward. Type Amen 1717 to walk in wisdom and peace. Your name is regaining its purity in places you never visited. Conversations are correcting themselves without your presence. Truth is restoring what talk tried to damage. You may never hear an apology. Closure does not always come with words. Sometimes it comes with peace. What matters now is your direction. You are moving toward spaces where respect is natural. No explanation will be required there. Type Amen 1818 to enter aligned connections. The weight you carried earlier has lifted. You feel lighter without knowing exactly when it happened. That is how healing often works. You have learned that not every battle deserves your voice. Some are won by remaining centered. This wisdom will protect you repeatedly. The chapter that began with whispers ends with clarity. Nothing was lost that was meant to stay. Everything essential remains. Type Amen 1919 to affirm completion and peace. This message closes with certainty. You are rising beyond commentary, beyond judgment, beyond reach. What is ahead of you will speak louder than anything left behind. You are no longer walking with the weight of other people's opinions. What once followed you like a shadow has dissolved into irrelevance. Your steps feel lighter because your spirit is no longer carrying unnecessary noise. This phase feels quieter, but it is not empty. It is full of clarity, self-trust, and emotional maturity. You now move without explaining yourself. People sense the shift even if they cannot name it. Your presence feels settled, not defensive. That calm sends a clear message without words. Type Amen 2020 to anchor lasting peace. The past no longer has access to your reactions. Memories that once triggered emotion now feel neutral. This is a sign of true growth. Those who tried to define you are now dealing with their own reflection. Life has redirected their attention inward. What they projected outward has returned to them quietly. You are not celebrating their discomfort. You are simply unavailable to it. Indifference has replaced hurt. Type Amen 2121 to seal emotional freedom. Your focus is now forward-facing. You are building, aligning, and strengthening your foundation. Nothing behind you is calling your attention anymore. You choose peace even when silence feels unfamiliar. You trust calm more than chaos now. That trust is changing your life rhythm. The noise faded because it no longer matched your frequency. You outgrew it without resistance. Growth does not argue. Type Amen 2222 to stay aligned with calm progress. You have learned something valuable about yourself. You do not need validation to remain steady. Your worth is self-sustained. Future challenges will meet a stronger version of you. One that knows when to speak and when to remain quiet. That balance is your advantage. You are no longer easily provoked. Your emotional space is protected by discernment. This is maturity settling in. Type Amen 23:23 to affirm inner strength. The chapter that once caused confusion now feels complete. No loose ends, no lingering questions. Just understanding. You are walking into environments where your character is felt immediately. Respect will not need to be negotiated. It will already be present. This is the reward of restraint. Not silence forced by fear, but silence chosen by wisdom. You chose well. Type Amen 24:24 to welcome stable elevation. As this journey continues, remember this truth. Not everyone who speaks deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves space in your heart. You are moving forward with clarity and calm authority. Nothing behind you can redefine you now. Your peace is permanent. You are now living in a space where explanation feels unnecessary. Your choices feel aligned, your days feel intentional, and your spirit feels settled. This is the result of walking through noise without becoming it. People no longer approach you with curiosity rooted in doubt. They approach with respect shaped by observation. Your consistency has redefined how you are perceived. There is a quiet confidence in how you carry yourself now. It does not seek attention or approval. It simply exists, firm and unshaken. Type Amen 25:25 to confirm grounded confidence. The past version of you that absorbed every comment no longer leads your life. You have matured beyond emotional explanations. Your reactions are no longer accessible to outsiders. Some will still remember the old story they heard. But when they see you now, the story collapses on its own. Reality corrects misinformation effortlessly. You are no longer disturbed by misunderstandings. You understand that clarity arrives with time, not urgency. Patience has become your natural response. Type Amen 26:26 to strengthen emotional mastery. Your environment is changing because you are changing. The people who remain are those who value substance over talk. This shift feels calm, not forced. You are learning to enjoy peace without waiting for chaos. Stability no longer feels boring to you. It feels safe and empowering. There is a sense of self-respect growing deeper within you. Not loud pride, but quiet certainty. This certainty protects your future. Type Amen 27:27 to affirm inner security. The one who once spoke about you has faded into background noise. Their influence ended when your reaction ended. Attention was the only fuel they had. You are now unreachable by unnecessary opinions. Your focus is too clear to be interrupted. This clarity is your shield. Life ahead feels intentional, not reactive. You are choosing direction instead of defending position. This choice is changing everything. Type Amen 28:28 to lock in forward focus. You have crossed into a season where peace is not temporary. It is becoming your default state. Even challenges feel manageable now. Your silence no longer feels heavy. It feels powerful and freeing. You understand its value. What you are building now will not be affected by old narratives. The foundation is too solid. Nothing shallow can shake it. Type Amen 2929 to seal stability and growth. This part of your journey is about maintaining what you have gained. Not fighting battles, but protecting balance. Not proving worth, but honoring it. You are no longer shaped by how others see you. You are guided by how aligned you feel. That alignment is your compass. What lies ahead will require this version of you. Calm, discerning, and grounded. You are ready.